Let me tell you a story. So I'm 15 years old and the year is 2018 and I had just got done with an AAU basketball practice. And normally when players get done with basketball practices, they change from their basketball shoes into slides or tennis shoes or street shoes. And so I was changing into my slides and one of my teammates was doing the same thing, sitting next to me on the bleachers. And he asked me if I played this new game that had just come out that everybody was going crazy about, and it was all the hype. He asked me if I played Fortnite, and I told him that I didn't. Now I forget his reaction exactly. He either looked at me funny or asked me why, or I don't know. And I proceeded to tell him that at that time, I was severely addicted to Madden Mobile, and I knew that if I started playing Fortnite, I would get addicted to that too. And so he understood and we shared a laugh about it. So I say that because it was back then that I realized that I knew that I had an addictive personality. That if you give me good food, I'll eat the bowl and whatever's left over. I get addicted to almost anything. And so in this video, I'm going to teach you how I used to be addicted to things that didn't serve me well. Video games, corn, assuming I know what you mean when I say that, and mindless YouTube videos. To now, I'm addicted to working hard at my homework in school, working hard at building my body in the gym. I'm addicted to things that serve me now. And so I'm going to teach you how to get addicted to things that serve you. So the step one is that I want you to increase friction towards bad habits. So if you make it harder for yourself to commit bad habits, then you're less likely to do that. For example, if it's corn, unfollow all Instagram models and click not interested whenever a reel of a hot girl comes up. If it's eating bad food, then throw out the bad food. If it's mindless content consumption, then disable social media notifications. Because when you make it less likely for you to, basically, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. The less you can see it, the less you'll do it. So take action to make sure that you are you're setting things up so that you are less likely to do the bad habit. But here's a thing that comes with that, is that when you cut out bad habits, it's normal to replace them with different bad habits. Like for example, when I was, really trying to quit corn in the beginning, I was, I abstained from that, but then I started scrolling on Instagram a lot more. And I also forgot to give another example when it came to the adding friction towards the bad habits. When I unfollowed, all Instagram models, that's when I, had my first 1 week streak on NoFap. But anyways, back to cutting out when you cut out bad habits, it's normal to just end up replacing them with a different bad habit and you don't make a whole lot of progress. So how do we avoid this? How do we avoid this trap to where we quit a bad habit? Okay, good, now we got another bad habit. Now we're just playing whack-a-mole with bad habits and we're making little progress. That is step two, which is to set meaningful goals for yourself. Now, I confess, just like how you can add friction to bad habits, you can, optimize your environment, your things, whatever, so that you are more likely to do good habits. But I couldn't think of practical examples. If you can, please leave them in the comments down below. But the best way that I can think to make yourself more likely to do good habits is to set meaningful goals for yourself. Because when you set meaningful goals for yourself and you obsess over them, you're more likely to do the action necessary to achieve those things. Because now, whatever time that you would have spent on the bad habits is now spent on something meaningful because you have this goal and you have to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. And a little side tangent, if it's usually not enough to say, yeah, I want to get in shape, yeah, I want to get good grades. There has to be a deeper reason. So I want you to think about and possibly like write down and like be by yourself and journal about what that could be. For me, I want to be the best man that I can be for my future wife and my future kids. So identify that for you, because when things get tough, I'm telling you from personal experience right now, when things get tough, this is what's going to keep you going, that deeper motivation, right? And so now we get to like step 3, which is to let yourself get addicted to better things. So what I mean by this is that whenever you jacked off and you felt the pleasure of feeling your body in that type of way, when you ate junk food and you felt the pleasure, let yourself feel the pleasure of that junk food hitting your taste buds and whatnot. Just like you let yourself feel the pleasure of those bad things, let yourself feel how good it feels to get done with an assignment. Let yourself feel how good it feels to flex in the mirror and see a muscle. Let yourself feel that kind of stuff. When you let yourself feel how good it feels to make progress and accomplish things. And this is also the important thing of that, is because with those instant gratification things, you get that good feeling right away. So that's why you're more gravitated towards doing that thing, because you get that positive feedback loop right away. But then again, it's bad for you, because right after that positive feedback that you get more negative feedback. But with delayed gratification, it comes later. The good feeling comes later. But when it hits, let it feel it. Feel how good it feels to get done with the assignment. Feel how good it feels to see your body have a pump, right? Because then when you see that, you think, wow, I love how this feels. I want to keep feeling this. And that's what's going to push you to keep doing more work. I'm telling you, it's possible with what I just mentioned here. It's possible to use this addictive personality that you have, this discrepancy, so to speak, in your brain, to propel you to greater and better things. Like this right here can be your addictive personality. This can be the biggest reason for your downfall and your failure, the greatest reason for your rise and your success. So with what I've just mentioned, adding friction to bad habits, making it less likely to do the bad habits and making it more likely to do the good habits. And then when you do the good habits and you make progress, or you see progress, or you accomplish something with the good habits, you let yourself feel how good it feels to complete the assignment, to see the pump, whatever. You let yourself feel how good it feels to make progress because you put in the work towards something meaningful. This is how you can use your addictive personality to fuel your success. So I hope you do that. And also, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more self-improvement content, and follow me on Instagram. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments or message me on Instagram. I also just started one-on-one coaching. I just put up the website and everything, so click that link down below if you need help with anything self-improvement related. All right? I love y'all. Take care.